Everybody, we are here with week 5 of the full deck challenge hosted by Shanuki Art. You can check her out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I believe she's on all of them. So yeah, week 5 is, the prompt is dark green. So, pulled out all of our goodies. As you can tell, we're kind of making a rainbow of sorts. So let's grab a card. There's not any kind of a green card, so we'll do a black card since we're going with dark. And I pulled out this scrap. I pulled out some stamps, and I pulled out some bits and bobs that are like cactus, mainly because I pulled out this stamp that I thought could be our focal point. So and I think we decided that we like having the top corner number showing. So let's do that. I'm going to glue it down with some weld bond because it's kind of, the card's kind of slick. And this green is kind of thick, so it's a scrapbook paper scrap, so. Spread this out so we get a good layer. And let's just plunk it down. And give it a minute to stick. It wants to slide around. Again, the card is real slick, so. I have a paper cut from aluminum foil, and it is deep and it hurts, and it's on my thumb, and so I hit it on everything. Everything touches. Let's fussy cut out these cactus. Although fussy cutting cactus is kind of tricky because you want to show the little prickly bits, but yeah, I probably should have done more of a kiss cut. I don't know that I like that, but I know we want this on there. And we'll do more of a kiss cut on this one. Instead of going right up to it, we'll give it a little bit of breathing room for its little prickly pears. And then I'll hit it with some ink. These cactus images came from the Extraordinary Things to Cut and Collage book that I oftentimes scrimp and scrape from. And I just kind of am using the stamp as my focal point, and it was kind of why I chose to do the cactus, because that was a darker green. It's not dark green, but what else did I tear out? Oh well. Okay, let's see here. Everything's on the wrong side. I need this cactus going up the other side. Why is nothing wanting to come together? Well, I don't like any of these cactus on here. I think it's because I've got that outline around them. Okay. Let's try something else. Do that. Looks pretty simple. Let's see here if there's any other bits and bobs floating around that might could help the situation. I have this. He's not really dark green, but the overall feel of the card is supposed to be dark green, I think, is where we're going with. If I do that, I wonder who Rachel Carlson is. Excuse me. I could put the queen on there instead of this. Here I go again. This should have been on the Queen of Clubs. So I don't like the cactus, so I'll set them aside in my little bin. Well, I think I'm going to go with that. I don't particularly care for it, but I'm not really feeling the dark green, I think, is part of my problem. I think that's part of the problem. Should keep with a flower or nature theme instead of doing the queen. Maybe that's what I'll do. So there's nature. Let me find maybe, where did I just see that? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I could put, well, I'm looking for a particular something. I can't find it, so maybe I'll just pull out these other little bits. I have bits everywhere. Bits upon bits. So if I do this, our 4th week card, a tree or nature themed, and my other cards have been flowers, and, well, the first one had a woman on it, but the big point of that first one, the red one, is a big red flower. So I could continue on and kind of do these as nature-ish with plants and animals and nothing says I can't do that. Just kind of gives another undertone to the challenge. You know, kind of like bringing the stamps ahead. Doing a stamp in everybody's card. It kind of gives it some cohesiveness. Let's set these guys aside. And we'll set these aside. Okay. I feel like I want something else in there. A little something, something more. Look in my green bucket. See if there's a chunk of dark green something. There is a chunk of dark green something. It's got some glue or something along the edge, so we'll just trim that off. And I'll stick this on with some Weld Bond. Notice we're not planning anything, we're just sticking stuff down now. We know we want the tree and the stamp with the tree on it. And we're nice and crooked because, you know, we do crooked art around here. Get that glue up. I'm going to trust the glue stick on this stamp since it's so thin. And I'm going to trust the glue stick on this image as well. There we have it. I'm not a fan of the dark green, but we made it happen. Made it happen. So, This is week 5. Dark green. I need to poke a little hole in there and add it to our chain and be on our way. So you guys can check out Shanuki Art again on Facebook and YouTube, and I think on Instagram as well. See what everybody's doing. A lot of people are working ahead, and I'm not a fan of that. I can't, that's too much for me to keep up with. It's for whatever reason hard enough for me to wrap my brain around what week it is, so I'm not gonna run ahead. That'll, whew. We're darker than the light green, so I think that that counts for something. We'll add it to our little thing. And we will call it done. Thanks for joining me. I will see you guys next week with this challenge, but I've obviously got a lot of other things going on the channel, so be sure and check it out. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next week with this one. Bye for now.